What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 6 of the series. Today we're finally going to be building a university. I'm thinking I should put it on the hill across the river because I feel like this is the most neutral zone for the suburbs and city people to be able to get there. I honestly have no idea how I want this to look yet, so I'm just going to be building and figuring it out. To start off the video, I'm going to be building a quick highway interchange right here for the university. Okay, this has to be the cleanest interchange I've ever made. I mean, look at this. It looks perfect. But now with that done, I have to figure out where I want to put this university. So let's just take a look at this hill. Yeah, there's no points where it's really flat at all, so I'm going to have to do a lot of terraforming. And I feel like I should put it somewhere around here, just so that it has a view of all of this and a little less of the industry. I'm going to quickly take a road from the highway and just bring it up the side of the mountain through the middle. Or hill, not mountain. So with this road put in, I think I generally have an idea of where I want to put things. So I don't want this to just be a university, I want it to be a little bit of a college town. Nothing crazy though, but I just want there to be plenty of housing for students and also just for people that happen to live in this town. I also want to make sure we have a nice town where there's a Walmart, maybe some bars, usually bars by colleges. So I'm thinking residential will go around here. We'll also sprinkle in residential around here as well. This is going to be where the school is, and then our Walmart commercial stuff will go up here. Now this area is just going to be a giant cul-de-sac for now, but I don't really care. We'll figure that out another time. So this is the university building I want to use, and I want it to be on this road, so I'm going to have to upgrade that. And with that done, let's place our university. I think right here. Let's see what that did to the terrain. Okay, not that bad. Before I do anything else, I just want to see, what kind of upgrades does this have? Library, extension wing, which we'll put in a university park. Okay. Oh, I gotta figure out a way to get power and water here. Okay, we're all good on that, so I'm gonna fix up how this all looks real quick. I picked a really rough spot to build this, but whatever, it'll look cool when it's all done. So I'm gonna quickly add the extension wing. We'll figure out a spot for this, but the library, I think I want it to go somewhere on this corner. Okay, so I was gonna put the library right here until I realized it had to be attached to the building and there was nothing I could do about it. But what I want to do is I want to put dorms along this road, but there's no dorms in this game. I didn't even know that. Now I don't really know what to do. Alright, so as you can see, the land is all messed up here, and that is because I just spent like an hour building a dorm room area, and it ended up looking terrible. So I deleted it all, and I guess we're not doing dorms because there's no such thing in this game. We're just going to rely on students that need to live over here to just live in the townhouses that I'm going to build eventually. I'm just going to continue working on the university. Okay, sorry for all the stopping. I just did a lot of off-camera work I couldn't do the hill. Building a university on the side of this hill was just, I couldn't figure it out. So I ended up just flattening out this area and trying to make it look as natural as possible. From afar, right now, it looks kind of weird, but hopefully when we get everything in this area and then get trees along the hill, it'll look more natural. I couldn't respect the topography, alright? Building on a hill was just impossible. But now I'm gonna build this university. Alright guys, this is going to be the final layout of the university. I feel like even without me detailing it, it already looks pretty good, but it's going to look 10 times better when we fill in all the empty spaces. But I got this technical university. I don't really remember what it does. Oh, it helps industry and office. And then the medical university. These buildings are a little much. They don't really match the old school type of vibe that these universities are. Oh, and I also put a college here too. So we have a university and a college up here. Yeah, these buildings don't match up that much, especially this one. It looks very futuristic. But I guess that's not completely unrealistic. Maybe they built this area first years ago and then these are newer. We also have our sports facilities. I have a bunch of basketball courts, tennis courts, a soccer field, and then our football stadium. Decided to give them 2 libraries, just so you don't have to walk too far to be able to study. Okay, I just counted it up, and apparently we have capacity for over 50,000 students. I doubt there's any colleges in the world that have over 50,000 students. I mean, maybe. That just sounds like such a high number for a university campus. But whatever, I like how all this looks. Before I detail everything, I want to take a break from the campus and start figuring out this college town. So it's not going to be big, but I want it to look like there's plenty of housing for all the students that need to stay here and can't just go home. I still want to keep residential over here. I think it'll probably wrap around to around here. And we have to figure out where to put our town with the shops and bars and Walmart. Maybe all that would be best over here so that the housing is over here and closer to the university. I'm just going to start building and figure it out. Okay, we built the roadway layout. I designed the blocks for this asset. Hold on, let me find it. This asset, it says MW for Midwest. I'm pretty sure this is the Pittsburgh styled homes, the 1x4 ones, so that's what I designed these blocks to be able to fit. It's gonna get kind of weird over here in this area because the grid gets messed up, but that's okay. And then this parking lot road is gonna be for our bar slash commercial area. Probably gonna stick a McDonald's and a Taco Bell somewhere on this road, and then the Walmart will go right here. First, I'm gonna zone these couple of blocks to see how it turns out. So this is what most of this area is gonna look like. This looks very upstate New York. Alright, I'm gonna keep zoning. I'm stopping real quick because we zoned in a lot of it, and I feel like I should get our services in for this little town before I continue. So I'm gonna find spots for that. Okay, I'm gonna put a police station here. First I have to figure out which one I should put though. Just a small police station would be good. Place that and move this over. And this doesn't have any upgrades, but this is plenty for this area. And then we need fire. Maybe I should put that here. Place it, and let's just see. Do we have to move it at all? Maybe we'll just move it closer to the road. Right there. Oh, you know what? I should probably get a cemetery out here, because we don't have any cemeteries in our city, and I feel like we definitely should. And we could throw it like somewhere back here. Yeah, I'm gonna put it right here. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh, this has upgrades too. I was also thinking I want to get a elementary school here, but real quick, let's find a spot for this medical clinic. I think right here might be good. Right here on this corner. So it's just like central. Then I'll move this over so that it fits in a little better. And then now we just need to worry about our schools. You could probably just get a small elementary school, but I think I'm just going to get the normal size one because we do have a... Look at how many... like that... 20,000 eligible for... Makes no sense. Or actually, we have 91,000 people in this city. That's a bit dramatic, but okay. Put it right here. We'll add its upgrades. Oh, this is what I want. That, and then we'll add the playground as well. We'll add the playground on this side, and then I want to put a parking lot on this side. We'll go with... We could do 2 long ones. Yeah, we'll do 2 long ones. And then just move them in. Alright, right there is good. Okay, cool. Alright, so with that, we have all the services we're going to need for this area. So now we can continue zoning. So I also wanted to stop because we can't get the neat block sizes along this road and over here. And I was thinking, we don't have any frat houses or sorority houses, and usually those are pretty big, so it can fit, like, you know, all the members or brothers, sisters, whatever they call themselves. So I feel like along this road is perfect. And I think the best asset for that is these North American low density classic homes with the $2 signs. So I'm gonna place some of those and see how they look. So right now they don't really look like big frat or sorority houses, but when they level up they will. I'm just gonna keep lining this road with them. Alright, I'm done doing that. Hopefully they level up quickly, because they turn into like bigger houses. But I'm going to finish zoning this area, and then we're going to find some spots to lay down some parks. Alright, I'm done zoning, and there's a couple things we gotta do real quick. So, I want to make this area a district, and then limit all the services to staying within this district, because I've already seen a couple ambulances leaving. So, I'm gonna do that real quick. Alright, I did everything but the cemetery and the elementary school, just because they both have a lot of capacity, and I feel like I shouldn't limit it to just this area. The traffic in this game is so dumb. Like, actually. There's a lineup of cars on both ends. It's just so stupid. Like, look how far down this goes. I feel like Maple Acres is so stupid, so I'm about to just make it Maple Town. Okay. Alright, the next things I want to do is, so I have some signature building pubs here that I think I want to use. I'm going to get this one and put it right here. Just see how that looks. That's nice. Alright, so we have one bar, and then I want to get another bar right here on the corner. Place that down there. Delete this. Okay, I like that. Alright, so we have 2 bars. Maybe we should get one more in around here to replace like this ugly building. And nice. Okay, another thing is, I realized I never got a post office for this area, and we're definitely going to need that. So I'm just going to put a small one right next to the medical clinic. And since we have that, I gotta place some mailboxes around. Alright, we placed all our mailboxes. I can't wait for this traffic to clear up. Alright, now I want to turn our attention to this corner. So I'm thinking Walmart here, McDonald's, Taco Bell, and then a gas station. And then that's it for the commercial uses. Okay, we have our Walmart, McDonald's, Taco Bell, and I gave them a little Dollar General, just in case they want to be cheap, you know, I'd be down to be cheap. We have this area done, well not done, still needs to be detailed, but the layout of it is done. One last thing, until we can get into detailing the whole area, I need to get public transport into this area. Now, honestly, the best spot probably would have been where the Walmart is, but I feel like right across the road, if we get a train station and a bus station, that should probably be good. I'm just gonna have to do some terraforming though. Alright, as you saw, I connected up the railroads to this, and I also did one of the bus lines. It's from the city to here. I think that's all I'm going to do for now, because I really hate figuring out bus lines, but eventually we're going to do an episode where I fix up all that stuff. I just don't feel like doing that right now. I'm going to put a couple bus routes for the area, but first I want to connect up the railroad to the other train stations, so let's get that tool out. Passenger railway. Okay, so I want one line. Damn, my game is so laggy. It's gonna go from the university to the city and then back. So we'll name this University to City. I'm gonna make it a bit of a better color. All right, and then the next one is just gonna be from here to the other train station. Go to this platform. All right, cool. And then this one's gonna be University to Suburbs. We'll make this a better color too. Okay, so now people can take both trains to here. They could take one bus line to here. They're just gonna have to get to the city station first and then come to here if they need to take a bus. I'd rather them just take a train though, so that's why I'm kind of doing that. I just realized something that might be an issue. I don't think I have enough trains. So I'm either gonna have to upgrade this or I should just get the bigger one. Alright, now we have an extra 8 trains, so let's see if that works out for us. Pathfinding failed? Wait, why? I mean, I guess it can't just go through here. Okay, what about now? Okay, yeah, I think it's fixed now. Alright, cool. So now there should be enough trains, right? Alright, I feel like I just lost track of this episode for a little bit there, but we're back on. Last thing I need to do before I can detail and be done is add a couple bus lines for this area. I'm just going to have it loop through the entire area. I just realized since this is a loop, it doesn't really work out how I thought, so maybe I just do 2 separate buses going the opposite way. Okay, I'm just going to leave them that color because I don't really care. And then I think I want to have one more bus line that goes from the train station just to the front of the university, but not like that. Hold on, I'm going to do this real quick and then send it back to here. But how do I fix... Okay, yeah, if I add a waypoint there, then it'll make a left, go around, and then it'll drop them off on this side and then just go back. We might not even have enough buses for all these lines that we have. Alright, I'm done with public transport. I hate doing that stuff. Oh, never mind. We don't have enough buses. Where's our bus depot? Right here. We gotta add an extra garage. There's no space for that. Actually, if I just take out this parking lot, or you know what? I might as well put it back here. Yeah, I'm gonna put it right here. Alright, well, we have extra buses now, so we should have plenty. I have a question for the comment section, and it is, if I connected this road to right here, do you think that would be smart for just for the landfill and the buses and stuff to get there? Or is that just going to create an even crazier traffic problem in this area? Let me know in the comments what you think. Hopefully by the next video, all of this will be cleared up. I don't even understand like why there's so many cars coming here. It's suburbs with a university. Really just makes no sense. But we've accomplished it all. Everything we needed to do is done besides detailing and making the area look beautiful. So now it's time. Alright guys, and just like that, the build is done. We have our university area, we have our college town, and everything is detailed. This came out way better than I thought. The only thing I really wish we could have in this build was some dorms. I don't really know why they don't have that in this game, but hopefully eventually there will be some kind of DLC. But I think we gave the town plenty of housing for anyone who has to stay here. And the view is just cool. Look at that. You can see the whole city, everything. Well, from up here. Maybe not from down there where the houses are. There are a lot of trees. But now is the end of the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit that subscribe button, please. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subs. So if you're enjoying, you might as well. And click that like button too, it helps out a lot. Comment down below how you feel about the build and any suggestions you want me to do next, or any fixes I should make. And that's it. Goodbye. Love you.